Hi everyone! If you weren't at last quarter's meeting, my name is Julia Preston. I am the Deputy Director of Communications and Stewardship for Best Buddies in Maine, which was the 100 Plus Women Who Cares charitable partner for the second quarter of 2024. I'm so sorry I can't join you in person today for an update. Something came up in my life, but I really wanted to make sure that we expressed all of our gratitude and appreciation to you wonderful women, almost 500 of you, so I've heard. I'm sure Deb has shared this with you already, but last quarter's giving has exceeded $22,000, which I think is an all-time record for the chapter. So I am so proud to be a part of this group and even prouder to be part of an organization that benefits from it. So thank you so much for giving your time and money and energy and attention to the important things in your community. It means the world to people in the nonprofit world and especially to us at Best Buddies. So I wanted to share a few updates from the past few months since the last time you saw me and what we've got planned coming up in the fall season. We definitely started off the summer strong by attending our second annual Best Buddies Hyannisport Challenge Ride, which is in Massachusetts. That has been a national fundraising event for many, many years now, but has typically only had neurotypical cyclists compete in the event. It's mainly a fundraising event, less so an awareness piece. But we wanted to change that. So last year in Maine, we had 3 riders with disabilities ride in the 20-mile leg of the race, tandem with professional cyclists. And it went so well last year that we wanted to do it again this year, and we wanted to double it. So this year we brought 6 riders down to compete in the same race. We had the same 3 riders from last year and 3 additional ones, 2 of which were high school students. Shout out to Henry Swift and Kate Warden, if any of you know them. They're at Cape Elizabeth and Deering High School. And again, Maine riders made up 50% of this pilot program, with folks with disabilities riding tandem in the pilot program is what it is officially titled. So that was fantastic. We loved seeing the professional cyclists getting to know their riders with disabilities and vice versa. There was a great camaraderie over athleticism there, and there was very little consideration given to disability status. You know, it was athletes competing together in what they do best. Everyone crossed the finish line in great time, and we had a wonderful evening celebrating with them, celebrating with their families, and just enjoying the company of people with and without disabilities that are looking to spread the word. After Hyannisport, we padded our citizens calendars, so that's our adult friendship group for people with disabilities, with a lot of great events, as you can see here. We've made a great number of friendship matches, mainly in the Portland area this summer, with a lot of new buddy pairs being made, a lot of new friendships being built. The summer is a great time for us to focus on that program while students are out of school. So we've seen some great growth there and the emergence of some really great new friendships. Our biggest undertaking for the summer of 2024 was our attendance at the Best Buddies Leadership Conference, which is a global Best Buddies conference that has been going on for well over 25 years now, held at Indiana University. So fun fact, that was actually scheduled for the weekend where the global travel outages were happening. So our main delegation of 34 did get held up a bit, but they eventually made it and joined us at the conference for 3 days of learning from delegates from all 50 states, 14 countries, and a ton of guest speakers, both with and without disabilities. It was a wonderful time. As I mentioned, we brought 34 people from Maine along with us. That was a combination of faculty advisors, so teachers that manage our chapters, student leaders, mainly from the high school and college level, but we had one middle schooler join us this year, and ambassadors, so adults that like to do public speaking for Best Buddies. Just as a frame of reference, that is again double the number of Mainers that we brought to last year's conference. So we are in the business of doubling here at Best Buddies in Maine. And like I said, it was a wonderful experience for everyone involved. If you haven't already received in the mail a thank you from us personalized, you will in the coming weeks. And on there are a few testimonials from students who really enjoyed the conference and learned so much from it. And lastly, and arguably most excitedly, in addition to the funding that we received from 100 Plus Women Who Care, we also got a generous grant from Unum Insurance, which has been a longtime partner of ours, and those 2 funds combined are making it possible for us to start our transitions program this fall. So we are currently hiring for a transitions manager. If you don't remember from last time, transitions is kind of the first step to assisted employment, which would be our 3rd program pillar for Best Buddies. Transition helps students with disabilities, autism, Down syndrome, and the like, in their high school years develop post-secondary and job readiness skills. Some schools offer that programming, and as I said before, a ton of funding was poured into that across the nation during COVID, but that funding has been pulled recently in the past 2 years or so. So this is really going to fill a need for a lot of our public schools, specifically in Portland is where we'll start. And you guys made that possible. You were part of that. So thank you so, so much. We cannot wait to get started on that project. We are so excited for the fall ahead and can't wait to see where the year at large takes us. And just one more time, thank you guys, or you gals, I should say, so much for supporting disability inclusion and acceptance. Whether or not you have a personal connection to the disability community, advocating for them and standing on their behalf, encouraging them to follow their dreams and equipping them with the tools that they need to succeed is something that everyone can hold near and dear to their hearts. I mentioned this last time, but I started with Best Buddies when I was in college as a buddy in a pair with my dear friend Jessica Lewis, and it has completely changed my life. So thank you so much for seeing the worth and value in what we do. I know sometimes you have an opportunity for questions after the presentation, but obviously I'm not physically there. So if you have any questions about what we've been up to, what the money is going towards, etc., please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My phone number is 901-351-9693, and my email is juliapreston@bestbuddies.org, or our general email is main@bestbuddies.org. So feel free to reach out at any time. I'd love to chat with you if you'd like to get more involved or just hear more about our programs. And I hope you guys had a wonderful dinner. I will see you at the Q4 meeting.